Alright, and here is the video review for ToyWorld's TW-T03 ThrottleBot Trace, aka not Chase. He comes with a little bag with the instructions and his bio card in it, a nice plastic bio card. And here he is himself. He's a slightly larger vehicle mode than previous ThrottleBots. There's nothing wrong with that. I think this is some form of Lamborghini, if I recall correctly. A little car. A neat little car. Now the instructions say that this gun should plug in like this, where it sticks straight out the back, or I guess this part should just plug in. It just snaps in, and you've got this peg sticking out of the back. So technically it stores. That's kind of annoying. You can turn it around and use this part to peg it in right back here. And it does angle down a little bit, but you do have clearance. There's about 1 millimeter of clearance or so you can still roll it around freely, and then you don't have that piece sticking out the back of the vehicle mode. Just so you know, so go ahead and pop that off. Now this transformation is actually a lot different than the previous two releases, who shared kind of a similar transformation. Freeway will probably be based similarly on this, if the first two are any indication, since these are technically supposedly going to be the arms of the combiner, with Grind Rod and Aurora being the legs. So we'll see how that pans out when the last three come out. I certainly hope we hear more about them soon. But as of right now, we haven't even seen any potential designs outside of the silhouettes for the next three ThrottleBots. So yeah, I just want to kind of pop this piece up. How do you start with this thing? Just weren't started about. Yeah, there you go. Pop this whole panel up. This whole panel should come up. You pull the legs out to the side here. There you go. You want to unpeg that and lift this up. That gives you the freedom here. I'll go ahead and extend the legs like this, and then rotate them so the silver piece is out to the side, and then rotate them right here back around. Otherwise, that gives him a knee joint. Otherwise, if you left this forward, the knee joint would go this way, and it would want to collapse on itself. Rotate that silver piece out, and then you've got a functional knee joint, and the little leg doesn't want to collapse. Flip this part up. Now this piece is on a rotating swivel hinge. So this, you bring it out, bring this up, and this whole piece swivels up and around to form the heel back here. So yeah, you've got a ball joint there in the heel and here in the toes. So you can get a lot of nice poses out of them. But you want to bring it so that bumper forms the heel like that. You can see originally it sits like this, and you want that bumper to be on the bottom. So you bring it out, and then right here, it's on a hinge. You rotate this, rotate it up, and that brings that foot panel up like that. I guess you could. I wonder if you could spin it all the way around. Yeah, okay, so I guess you can spin it all the way around. But that doesn't, I don't know if that really makes a better heel. And also it didn't actually, it still ended up in the same position. So yes, you can spin it all the way around. The heel ends up in the same position. So there you go. Flip the toes out. Here you want to go ahead, lift that up like that. You can go ahead and rotate them at the waist. Pop the arms out. Popping the arms out will also unpeg these pieces. So you bring these pieces out to the side like this and down. They're going to sit along his back. We'll fold them in all the way shortly. This whole piece comes down and rotates up and around like this. You bring that down, and now you've got his back kibble sorted. Now with this, you lift these up, and again slide these down kind of onto. They won't go all the way in place yet, but you want to get them down. They're going to end up, yeah, there you go. You're going to end up folding them in like that. It's a little easier to do once you've got everything else sorted, but they sit in there in his back like that. Now the hood, once again, the hood doesn't rotate the way you'd think it would. It doesn't flip down over the head. You actually lift it up, rotate it around like this, and then go ahead and pop these side fenders off a little bit. And then once you rotate it around his head like that, you then twist it and rotate it around like this. And then flip that panel up. These come down and up into the upper chest part. Now the arms, you don't just bend them up here at the joint. This whole assembly, you see this whole assembly comes up into the shoulders and then down. And same over here. Bring this whole section up, which clears the way for all these pieces to sit in and fill in his upper chest. And then these come down over like that. There he is. The arms, grab them here, extend them down. The reason I say grab them here is because it's, as long as you're aware that these mirrors are here, you shouldn't have any problems. Like the first couple of people who got them said these break very easily. And if you're not paying attention to them, I can see how it would be very easy to just trying to pull the arm down, snap those off. As long as you're aware they're there and are careful about where you grab it, you shouldn't have any problems. They are on quite sturdily. I haven't had any issues. They feel pretty tough. But if you were trying to grab them and use force to extend these arms without realizing they're there, very easy to snap them. So yeah, flip the fist out. And then this piece slides out right here. It slides out, flips up, and then rotates. You got to get it all the way out. Rotates around. So this tab right here is going to tab into a slot here on the back of the arm. Right there. And then the mirrors just kind of hang off the side of his arm there like that. Keep all that locked into place. Keep that pushed down. Extend the other arm. Flip the hand out. Push this panel all the way out. Flip that up. And then rotate it around until that tabs into place down to there. And there is Trace in robot mode. He's got a nice kind of Hulk Hogan mustache on his face. Let's see if we can get up here and show that off. Yeah! Trace-a-mania! Anyway. And you can plug a gun into his hand. Now I do have a slight stress mark here on his hand. It hasn't gotten worse, and a hairdryer will take that out. But the peg on the gun is just a little too big for his hand that first couple of times you use it. But there's Trace. He's nicely posable. He's got a waist swivel. He's got the knee joint we exposed, a thigh swivel, double hinge here at the waist. Very nice articulation in the ankles, both with this panel, the rotating joint, and the ball joint in the front and back. The wrists don't rotate, but he does have an upper bicep rotation and a hinge elbow. And then his head is on a ball joint. So you've got a good range of posability. Now he is a little taller than the previous ThrottleBots. Not, like, when I first saw pictures, he seemed much bigger. And he's a little taller, but he's not grossly out of scale with the other ones. So I'm totally okay with it. And I like the fact that there'll be a slight size scale difference between them. Give them a little bit more variety between the line. No, I also, for right now, these are the 3 official ToyWorld ones that are out. But I've also been using my United Bumblebee with the render form Goldbug head and gun set. Again, different heights to be my little ThrottleBot team on my shelf. And in my shelf, in my Canon, I've actually had the ThrottleBots here as the kind of science ship crew exploratory team exploring the cosmos with ToyWorld's Orion as Orion packs. And I really like all of them together as a group. So I can't wait for the last 3 of ToyWorld's official ThrottleBots to come out, because they're going to be the science crew for Orion Pax's exploratory mission in this post-war, post-prime IDW universe. That's my canon. Will it happen in the IDW universe? Probably not. But that's the way I like to see it. So yeah, definitely, if you're already invested in the ThrottleBots, I think they're some of the best stuff that ToyWorld's doing, although I really do like Orion. And they've got this mysterious TW-03 coming out, which is not this guy, because he's TW-T03. He's not a headmaster, because the headmasters are TW-H03, or it would be H03. So there's just a TW-03. TW-01 was Hegemon, TW-02 was Orion. Now, we've seen ideas for a IDW Ultra Magnus and an IDW Bomber Megatron, but those are TW-04 and TW-05. So TW-03, we're not sure what it is yet. It's a golden letters. Maybe it's Bumblebee. Maybe it's Hot Rod. Something's coming from ToyWorld that apparently they're going to announce on January 10th, so keep an eye out for that. But this is ToyWorld's Trace. I'm very happy with it. I'm really digging the Throttlebot line that they've been doing. Definitely worth picking up.